I think for me it was all about the challenge. I've really wanted to challenge myself to do something that I haven't done before. So I've worked my way up in the law firm that I'm at, from sort of being a clerk right the way through to qualifying there and becoming a director of the firm. And throughout that time developed a number of sub-departments, and I kind of got to a point where I wanted to do something different and something really personally challenging. And The Apprentice came up on, there's an advert that had come up on the television, and I just thought, I'm just going to go for it and just see what happens. And managed to get through from all of those applicants and got the opportunity. Well, I was at work at the time, and I had to kind of go off into one of the little rooms to answer the phone, and then had to kind of contain myself because you couldn't tell anybody that you'd been given the opportunity to go into the process. But I was over the moon. It was a really exciting time.
Yeah.
And no, you do get a little bit of time. Okay. So you get a little bit of time to get sorted, and then obviously you get the date that you have to go into the process, and then from that point you're just off and away with it, and you kind of have to forget about what's going on in the outside world, because it's concentrating on the task and concentrating on the reason why you're in the process, and that was to get the investment. It was daunting at first, because obviously you are thrown into an environment that you're not used to. You're with other people from all different walks of life, different ages, different abilities, but you bond really quickly because of that. So it was great, and we all got on really, really well in the house. You don't get a lot of time really to sort of relax and to sit and chat in the house, because you're busy on tasks, and when you do get home you're exhausted and you just want to go to bed. But I've made some really good friends, and I hope that we'll stay friends for life. I don't think Kurran had dared sort of challenge me on law. I think he's a law graduate, but you'll gather that that's not really his forte. I think he was more on the acting side of the world. Right, yeah. So yeah, we kind of tried to steer away from legal questions. I didn't want to embarrass him. My high is obviously being able to do every single task. I got to week 10, so I didn't have that FOMO of, knowing that my fellow candidates were still going out there and competing in the tasks. However, not getting to the final 5 when I was so close, it's devastating. And, I really wanted to make it a final female 5. But Daniel, he went and snuck in there as the token male. Yeah. So, that's obviously going to be my low point, is getting fired. So my, obviously day-to-day profession is as a lawyer, but I've got my online business, which I design and manufacture nursery furniture. And my business plan was actually a complementary business, designing soft textiles furniture, a soft textiles range to complement the nursery furniture. So I had ideas for a couple of new products that are not yet on the market, and what I really wanted was that investment to springboard that element of the business into production, so I could get these products out there on the shelf. But it's not going to stop me. I'm still passionate about that. It's something that I really want to do, and in my spare time, the odd hour or two that I get as a lawyer day in day out, I'm definitely going to concentrate on pushing the business forward. So that's my profession. It's my passion. I love what I do, and it's not just about being a lawyer for me. I'm very involved in developing the business, and I do civil law. The firm that I'm at, it was a very small percentage of the work was civil law when I joined, and I've helped redress the balance somewhat. So I've helped grow and establish new departments within the law firm, and it's something that I'm continuing to do. It's very fluid, and my business acumen and my passion for business comes through as a lawyer within the law firm. But also, I do want to be my own girl boss, so I am going to continue pushing my own online business as well. And why not? I can multitask. In a funny kind of way, it was like having a break, because it's such a pressurised environment being a lawyer, and particularly sort of being a head of the department and having to manage people day in, day out. I work extremely long hours. I'm having to think on my feet all the time. I'm coming across challenges and meeting challenging people. So it's not too dissimilar being thrown into this process. And in a way, it was nice to kind of switch my brain off a little bit from that high pressure, and to sort of be thrown into something completely new and completely different. by the end of the process, you know, after 10 weeks, I was both physically and mentally drained. So it was like being back at work, but it was something different. I wouldn't change it for the world. I think being able to remain calm under pressure and being able to kind of contribute to the tasks when necessary, rather than just, you know, blurting things out without thinking. My professional skills and my skills as a lawyer allowed me to sort of step back and to process and to be able to really productively contribute to the tasks in hand. And, you know, I was on the winning team so many times. Despite Lord Sugar moving me from week to week, from team to team, I still managed to contribute successfully and get those teams to the win. Do you know what? It hasn't actually been too bad. You know, I think I've had a lot of support locally, and certainly from like the local university that we have close links with anywhere, they've been really supportive. And I'm speaking to the design department there to help me with the launch of my online textiles business. And also, you know, I'm engaging with the business school at the university, so I can go along and hopefully empower people that are just coming through and just looking to go into business to really achieve the dreams, and to tell them, you know, go for it, because I did, and look what's happened. You know, I have watched it in previous years when lawyers and barristers have been in the process, but generally they get the chop in the early stages. You know, it's I was hoping that I would get into that final five, not only to make it an all-female final five, but to make it a lawyer in the final five, because that would have just been great. It would have been great for the profession. It would have been, you know, great for me, obviously, but I think there's this impression given that Lord Sugar doesn't really like lawyers, and that lawyers can't be credible business people as well as being in practice. And, you know, I really wanted to change that opinion and impression. I think not so much as going into it in terms of the profession, but I think personally, if you're somebody who's extremely ambitious and who wants to challenge themselves, there is nothing like this for the ultimate challenge, because it really is the hardest interview process that you will ever go through in your life, and it'll set you up for any challenges in the future.